and good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you. It's going to be the tube. Hope you're well today. Hope you're feeling grand, and all is well in your world. Hello there. I have a pedal to show you today, everybody. It is this marvellous box of joy. This has been very kindly lent to me by a YouTube friend. So thank you, Mr. Wayne, for loaning this pedal. And this is the KGR Harmony Adroit. And I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Adroit. Sounds like something from Star Wars. Quick, get the Adroit. Anyway, but yeah, this is a really awesome kind of overdrive distortion pedal. I love it to bits. It's well cool. It's handmade in Japan pedal. KGR Harmony's Facebook link is in the description below. Makes some really cool looking pedals. And this is awesome. I really like this pedal. This pedal to me sounds like an old Marshall Plexi it's slightly modded. So yeah, that's what it reminds me of. That's what it reminds me of. It just has that kind of real classic Marshall thing, but like a modded Plexi kind of thing. Not like heavily hot rodded kind of thing, but just a little bit more kind of gain. But anyway, we'll get into that a bit more in a sec. So let me show you. Well, let me tell you what we got on the dials here. So this dial here on my left, your right, that's a drive dial. So that's the amount of gain. Then we've got a volume next to it. Then down here we've got a cut dial. So all the way to the left is bright. All the way to the right is quite dark. I pretty much have it all the way to the right all the time because I like me dark sounds. And then over here, which is really cool, this dial here is a wattage simulator, and it goes from basically when it's at 9 o'clock, it's at 1 watt, and then it ramps up in notches. So you get like from 1 watt to 10 watt to 25 watt to 50 watt to 100 watt. So it's really cool, and it makes the pedal respond in different ways, which we'll get to in a bit. But at this point in time, everybody... Oh, yeah, by the way, running through a CL120 today into the Marshall JSN 900 cab. No more pedals, just the amp, this pedal, cab. I'm going to start with my Strat, then I'm going to switch to the vintage later on and show you a bit more humbuckery stuff. You heard it at the beginning, the blues jam, and it just sounds awesome. So let me show you with Strat. It's on my favourite setting at this point in time. It's set to the 1 watt mode, which I absolutely adore. I love the 1 watt mode. Over the others, I just love the 1 watt mode. I don't know why, it just appeals to me even more. And I've got everything maxed out. So I've got gain all the way up, volume all the way up, and I've got the cut all the way to the right. Yeah, I had to think then. It was my left, so it must be right. Okay, so yeah, this is the CL120 clean channel on its own. I've got volume set all the way up, bass is on 1, treble is on 0. It sounds like this. Nice and, very straight, kind of clean, very neutral kind of sound. So adding the KGR Harmony Adroit, everything just becomes lovely. fucking pedal grommet. Ah. Sorry. It's got that perfect amount of gain in it on full whack, where it just makes your playing kind of really flow. There's a real but really fat, really when you're not falling over your own fingers like I just did. But it's a real smooth, fat, but aggressive sound, but a net pickup. I can't stop playing, so stop and start showing the pedal, Dave. I'm getting carried away. It's a very inspiring sound, like really inspiring. It's like, you know, for big rock, kind of like those big 70s rock riffs. It just sounds immense, and it's awesome. It sounds great for slide. I actually played slide. That was the first time I just got inspired all of a sudden. I was like, oh, I'll play a bit of slide. Wasn't the best, but okay. So let's start with the drive dial now. So this is on full whack. And this pedal's really interactive. So as you lower the gain, everything changes. And as you lower the volume, everything changes. And as you change the cut, everything changes. And as you boost the wattage, everything changes. So it's really... It reacts like an old Plexi, really. It reacts like an amp. It's like an amp in a box. It really is very, very, very amp-like. Everything reacts with everything else. It's really, really cool. So, gain down to 3/4 now. You can hear the difference in hiss, hopefully. So there's quite a fair drop-off there. So this is 3/4 on the gain. You can just hear it's a little bit cleaner. Just a little bit. Sorry, Rush. Terrible. I've forgotten how to play Far Cry. So this is drive now at half. Really clean. Almost Voxy / Marshall. And you can hear, because the cut is all the way on the dark side. Come to the dark side, Luke. Yeah, I don't know. The pedal does kind of look a bit like Darth Vader. Anyway, yeah, because the cut is all the way over to the other side, as I'm lowering the gain, the pedal's getting darker and bassier. So, if I put the gain all the way back up to 4, you know, there's a nice low end and a high end there. But again, putting the gain down now to, well, the drive, sorry, to a half, it's darker. You can hear that low end increase. So if I put the cut down to a half now, it'll brighten up. But it still retains that really cool kind of mid-focus. Really, really cool sound. Okay, so I'm going to put the cut all the way back up for the time being, and this is gain on the lowest setting, just a quarter. So kind of very, very, very kind of Very clean, very clean there. Okay, so moving on to the volume now. There's a lot of volume in this pedal, and it's really cool the way the volume reacts with everything else. Actually, no, I won't show you the volume. I'll show you the cut now. So I'll put the drive all the way back up to full whack. Actually, I'll start with it full up. I'll show you the volume when we start to get into different wattage modes, because it's not really doing... You know, it's just being a volume on the 1 watt mode, basically. And but when you get into the 50 and 100 watt modes, it does something else, which is really cool. So I'll get to that in a bit. So this is the cut dial. So this is all the way up. So this is all the way to the well, that way. It's about 5 o'clock, and that's just like, you know, that's me done. I'm happy with that. Okay, so lowering the cut down to 3/4 or 3 o'clock. You can hear it's just brighter, sorry. So it's getting brighter. So now the cut at a half, so 12 o'clock. Cut at 9 o'clock, a quarter. Really bright. So the pedals got louder. You'll probably be able to hear. You know, really bright sounding now. And then all the way over to the left side, which is about 6, 7 o'clock. On the right chord, Dave. So that's the cut. There's a lot in there to be really messing with it. And you can hear the hiss change from that real high hiss to a darker kind of hiss. So it's really cool. So we'll move on now to the wattage simulator. So what we're going to go from is let me put that in a place where I can see it. I'll put it down there. Okay, so we're at 1 watt mode at this point in time. So this is the 1 watt. This is the quietest mode on the pedal. And I really like this mode because you get to really drive the pedal. Like I say, it's a very amp-esque kind of pedal. So, you know, the lower the wattage, the more you can kind of crank it. And the more you kind of get out of it, so to say. The higher the wattage, the cleaner the pedal gets. So it's really amp-like. It's really cool. So, from the 1 watt mode, this is the 10 watt mode now. So I'm going to have to watch the volume level. So I'm going to have to keep looking at the screen. So now from 1 watt to 10 watt, let me show you the jump. So immediately we've got a big jump there. Turn the volume down to about 3/4. It's instantly brighter, and there's a higher kind of top end there. So go back to the 1 watt, and then to the 10 watt. You know, it's instantly more aggressive sounding. Okay, so that's the 10 watt mode. We are now in the 25 watt mode. I'm going to lower the master volume to a half. A bit more, actually. So, again, getting a little bit more brighter there. It's kind of pretty much the same as the 10 watt mode. But just volume is a lot louder. Then we're on the 50 watt mode. And you can hear it's getting cleaner. As I kind of go up in the wattage and lower the master volume, the pedal's getting cleaner. That sounds like an old Plexi to me. like absolutely cranked up Marshall plexing. It's even got that kind of like really flubby low end kind of response. It's really, really cool. Okay, so where are we? And that's the 50 watt. This is the 100 watt. And I'm going to lower the volume a bit more because I'll peek out the camera. So you can hear it's getting clean. And darker sounding actually. So I'm going to put the cut to 12 o'clock. So from this sound, on the 1 watt mode, going to the 100 watt mode, put in everything, well, apart from the game, at 12 o'clock, it's cleaner, but more aggressive. And there's not enough more, there's not that gain there anymore. So it's really, really cool. That is really cool. It reacts like you would want it to. It's like basically, it's an amp with an attenuator built in that, it doesn't give you the ability to kind of, when the amp's on full tilt and the attenuator is not active, you get the full lot. But as you put the attenuator in, it lowers the gain. It's kind of one of those kind of attenuators. I can't think, but yeah, it's a bit strange. Really, really cool though. So that's the wattage thing, and that's really, really cool. I like that. I like the way it responds and the way it gets cleaner. Like especially on that 100 watt mode, it's really. Anyway, it's like a really cranked up amp back. It's such a rich sounding pedal. I say just from the CL20 to this. It's that super clean, driven amp sound. And that's one of the best sounds of that sound in a pedal I've ever heard. It's and the way the pedal reacts just reminds me of like an old Marshall. It's just I don't know if that was what they were going for, but that to me that's what it is. But I say the 1 watt mode of everything absolutely flat out. It's just. That's my happy place. That is me done. Okay, that is just ridiculously awesome. I love this. I love this pedal. I love the way it reacts. You're never short of inspiration with it because you'll always find something else it'll do that you didn't know before. It's really, really cool. So basically now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the 100 watt mode, and I'm going to lower the volume. Sorry, I'm going to leave the gain on full. I'm going to lower the master volume to about 11 o'clock. I'm going to put the cut at half. I'm going to switch to the lemon drop and play some more humbuckery stuff and show you a humbucker, because is that enough Strat fun? No, it's not. But if I keep going with all the Strat fun, we'll be here all day. Okay, so I'm going to switch over to the lemon drop now, and let's hear some humbuckers for it. Okay, so switched over to humbucker mode, so to say. So let me show you the. I don't know why I had to get myself in such a stupid position there, but So this is the CR120 on its own, just with the humbuckers. Again, just a very neutral kind of sound. But adding the Adroit, I've got the... well, the setting I just said. I question myself sometimes, everybody, I'll tell you. That's... to play a lot of Led Zeppelin riffs. And you can kind of clean that up if you load the drive, but it does that thing that really. It does that. Why would you want to get away from that? Okay, so that's the 100-watt mode with the gain, the drive all the way up. The volume is at 11 o'clock and the cut is at 12 o'clock. And I can brighten up even more. But I really like it at 12 o'clock. It's really responsive. That's to start the volume on full. It really responds to like really dynamic playing. It's almost like a Billy Gibbons' first ZZ Top album sound. It's like that brown sugar kind of sound. You know, it's just really awesome. Okay, so to a 50-watt mode now. Same setting. Here we've got a bit more gain and darker. That's really cool. It reacts differently with different guitars. Onto the 25-watt. 10-watt, if I can get my hand to do it. That sounds great. Alice in Chains' new song with that riff. That. Only Alice in Chains could make that dark chord musical. Okay, so that's the 10 watt, and then the setting I had at the beginning on the 1 watt mode was the volume was all the way up, the drive was all the way up, and I do believe I had the cut on a half. Yeah. And that is a happy place. Century schizoid man. Terrible. What do I do? I'm gonna have to. This pedal is really awesome. I say just from like. A really clean sound to that. Okay, breathe. I don't have any more words, everybody. I really don't. I really like this pedal. I like the way it responds. I can amplify it. I like the fact you can get so many different kind of things out of it, depending on the wattage setting. It likes other pedals. I love it. I absolutely love this pedal. It's really, really awesome. It's one of those pedals that, if I was in like a 70s rock kind of band, I would have this pedal on like all the time as my rhythm sound, and then like have like another pedal just to kind of boost a bit more for solos. Because it's just that real classic rhythm. Doing Scott Gorham's harmony instead of Brian Robertson's, because Brian Robertson's is a really obvious one. Whereas Scott Gorham's isn't. And I like doing that one because people are like, that's not it. It's like, it's Scott's version. You just don't hear it. Trust me, it's there. Anyway. My brain is well and truly frizzle-fried, everybody, by this pedal. I'm really, really hot, and I'm sweating loads, and that's cool. It's always a good sign. If I'm not sweating, I'm not enjoying it. Oh, it sounds like a trill-boosted plexi. Sorry, Brian May. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this video on the KGR Harmony Adroit. I can't speak anymore. Adroit. The Adroit, everybody. Can't thank my friend Wayne for lending me this pedal. It's absolutely awesome. I'm going to be very, very sad to see it go back. Might have to steal it. It's really cool. Really, really cool. KGR Harmony's Facebook link is in the description box below. Thank you so very much for watching. Hope you have a great weekend, everybody. And I'll see you on Monday for a demo of this beastly amplifier. Yeah. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again very soon. Drop D. I'm done. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I'll see you again soon. Like I say, have a great weekend. Have a great morning, afternoon, evening. Goodbye now. Yeah!